Netherlands 10.0. Keep an eye on the other guys. Switzerland. Oh, a little bit. Oh, and he's got held up.
The problem there.
Can't get out.
And the
Now
Malaysian
he
car,
does.
yes indeed, that's the problem. It's a small pit lane here, and you've got 3 cars all in line. Look at the angle of the Malaysia car.
And look at that, India just getting out ahead of South Africa. Good stop, I think, from South Africa. And this, not good for Malaysia. New Zealand on a route. France just trying to get alongside the Malaysian car, can't quite do it. Great Britain have also made their stop.
Well, the problem Malaysia getting the car in, but not at a good angle, and then also we saw the difficulty of cars behind trying to get out. There just is so limited amount of space. If everybody comes in, here's an opportunity. You've got to work with your people around you. Switzerland, let's look at it again there. Malaysia comes in and they can't get the car. Now we've got Switzerland who barely can get the car, just about squeezes past. But how much time was lost in that? Maybe 4 seconds.
Yeah, that's going to hurt them. But remember, they are battling, Switzerland effectively battling with these guys who've not been in yet, because Portugal now lead, having not stopped, Monaco right behind, and they are the danger men from Switzerland's point of view. So if these guys have a clear... now interestingly, Portugal in, but Monaco not.
No, and I think Killian Fitzuni's got a very quick car here this weekend. He's going to take advantage of that, try and get one quick lap in, see if he can make up maybe a couple of tenths, maybe up to a second. It'd be nice to have the Portuguese car come in. Monaco is leading this race.
Ireland in as well, so Team Ireland, the series leaders. Alan Carroll choosing this moment to come back into the pits for the tyre change, and the guys rushing out of the pits. One guy on each corner to change the wheel and then send them out. A good stop by Team Portugal, 10.1 seconds. Ireland en route, I think, 11 seconds, so not their quickest, but not losing much time there either, and rejoining the fray just behind Switzerland, I think.
Yes, indeed.
So that's going to be, I think Switzerland certainly lost out in that instant in the pits. We've got a couple more cars coming out, but meanwhile, let's see what is happening. Australia under a little bit of pressure there. They're down towards the back of the field because they haven't stopped yet. The leader is Clivio Piccioni of Team Monaco, who's decided to keep him out there that little bit longer.
Well, it's keeping on the lap times on his last lap through. That was the lap prior to the Portuguese car going in. It was 1:31. He'll have, in effect, relatively clear air. If he can get into the 1:30s, even though it's only 1 second, if he can earn it on the racetrack, it will help him in the pit lane.
So there is our race leader then, the new team to A1GP this year, the Principality of Monaco. It might be a small nation up against some of the biggest nations in the world in A1GP, but it's effective.
He's coming in now.
Yeah, he's coming in. So where will this put Clivio Piccioni after the stop? These guys, less rehearsed, less practiced in a way than their rivals, because they're new to all of this.
Yeah, but equally they've got a clear and open pit lane. They don't have cars around them. And the problem we saw with Malaysia and Switzerland and other cars, maybe for the feature race, those teams are going to have to work out a schedule and say to each other, well, we'll come in on this lap, we'll come in on a different lap. Otherwise, they're going to have real congestion in the pit lane.
So the tyres go on. It's the outside tyres that take that little bit longer, and they send their man on the
whoa, dear me, that was very near getting clipping. As we see,
it's the French car. It's the guys around the French car.
Well, I think he's lost ground.
Monaco coming back out in front. There's Nicholas Prost trying to get going again, and he's got problems trying to get that thing going. He's finally picked up a bit of speed, but lost time as well. So hectic times in the pits, and that certainly rearranged things. Australia made their pit stop just getting out in front of Germany, and he's going to try and stay in front of Germany. Can he do it? Yes, I think he can.
I mean, Ammermuller in Germany, but there was no opportunity. He wasn't close enough. He needed to be actually alongside the Australia car, and to try and dive down the inside would have always ended up with somebody in tears.
Well, Germany gained on the pit stop. They got past Team China, and Michael Ammermuller is on the attack, but no, not quite able to do anything at this stage. So the battles continue here, and Nicholas, not Germany, it's Team Italy there tucked in behind the French car. So that is Eduardo Piscopo, in fact, who's trying to get past him and can't quite do so. Nicholas Prost just managing to fend him off for the moment on his outlap and those tyres that he's just fitted. Now let's watch the Monaco pit stop.
He just dropped the clutch, and look, he may well have clipped the hose of that French car. Now I wonder whether that will be something will be drawn to the attentions of the stewards, or whether they'll feel that that was fair enough. In effect, we've now got the Netherlands back in the lead by 5.5 seconds. That was over Monaco. It's going to be a different person.
Well, let's see what it is. Yes, originally before the pit stops were being made, it was over Switzerland, but it is now over Portugal, because Switzerland lost out on the pit stop. Remember, they got held up trying to come out of the pits. So Portugal now are back into second place where they started this race on the grid, but they lost the position to Switzerland. Switzerland are now in third where they started the race. Monaco in fourth, back to their grid position if you like. Ireland have gained into fifth place over their original starting position. India still sitting in sixth, so despite Karthikeyan apparently struggling for a lap or two, he seems to have got the grip back, or at least at the same level as everybody else. So Team India now sitting in sixth.
Well, he's got a lot of pressure because it's just on his rear wing is South Africa, 0.7 of a second behind. In effect, he couldn't get a lot closer.
So there's confirmation of the order. The Netherlands up front, Portugal second, Switzerland third, Monaco in fourth place. There is the white and red colours. Then there's a little gap back to Team Ireland, running in fifth place for Adam Carroll, with India, as you say, hounded by South Africa. New Zealand have gained a bit out of the pit stops because New Zealand now up to 8th, Malaysia in 9th place, France rounding out the top 10, and then we've got Italy, Australia, Germany, China, Brazil, Great Britain all the way down in 16th, Mexico in 17th, USA, Marco Andretti in 18th, and Indonesia in 19th place, and then Lebanon, I'm afraid, way down because they are back on track, but they lost a number of laps in the pits.
Yeah, South Africa, we just see on camera behind India, are under investigation with the steward. We didn't see any reason why that should be, but that is the situation right now.
So there is one of the closer battles. Team India running sixth, the blue car, up against the multicolours of Team South Africa. Vulin Leila, well, they're trying to score some more points once again here, South Africa, and they are in the points, but not quite as far up inside the top 10 as Adrian Zaug would like to be. Into this fearsomely fast turns 1 and turn 2. Great view on board as Adrian Zaug keeps it all under control.
And the only thing these great shots do tell you, the amount of load that drivers are experiencing. This is a counterclockwise circuit, so the predominance of corners are to the left. A battle on Denny Watts.
Great Britain off through the gravel. He was battling with Brazil for 15th position, and I don't think he's going to get it out of there.
Oh no, he's got damage to the front wing. He's probably got front suspension damage as well. We don't know quite what happened. He was just caught as it was on in the process of going off, and whether that, well, there it was. That's what happened. Going down, oh, contact. That's why. So contact between Brazil and Great Britain, and Danny Watts there. You can see the left element of the front wing being kicked up, and there will be damage, I suspect, to the front suspension on that car as well.
Oh, that's so disappointing. Take another look at it, John.
Yes, wheels over. Well, that was unnecessary.
Odd one. It was almost as if he swept out to take his line, but the other car was still there. So
well, the Brazil car couldn't disappear, and it was rightly there.
So an odd one there for Danny, and it's really just proving to be one of those weekends he'd rather forget, I think. Don't forget, if you want to track your car, your favourite car, your nation's car, you can do it at the website A1GP.com. And if you go to the live dashboard feature, you can actually see where each of the cars is on the map of the circuit. It identifies where each and every car is at any given moment. You've also got the live timing and scoring to give you lap times there, and you can click onto your favourite car and get all the telemetry readings as well. See on what revs they're pulling, what speeds they're doing in each corner, what gear they've decided to use, and you can compare and contrast all of the different nations. We're watching Team Netherlands here, of course, leading this race by 4.6 seconds. Battle here on between Germany and China, and Ho Ping Tung really racing hard this weekend. I was talking to their team manager earlier, and they've told Ho Ping, look, we want you to push. We don't care if you make the odd mistake. He did make a mistake earlier this weekend, and they said, we don't care. You were trying hard. You were quick on Friday. That's what we want to see.
And he's involved in the battle with Michael Ammermuller, so maybe that will be something they may really care to adjust, just as to how much latitude they're going to give Ho Ping Tung in a battle with Michael Ammermuller, somebody who we know does not concede an inch of racetrack.
No, that's right, and there's a yellow flag to deal with down at turn 2, where of course the British car is still off in the gravel trap, so there'll be no overtaking down at the first part of the track. We are climbing the hill up to West Bank here though, and a fantastic corner. It's tight on the apex here.
It closes right down on the Germany car. Under braking, it's a difficult part of the racetrack. You're climbing uphill, you can't see the apex of the corner, you have to anticipate it, and certainly Ho Ping Tung for China clearly did that very well. Now will he have a dive down the inside? He tried it on New Zealand twice and it didn't really work. He's wisely deciding he wasn't close enough this time to Germany and waits.
Oh, and as you say, Michael Ammermuller is one of the tougher guys to overtake as well.
And now Great Britain and Brazil are unsurprisingly under investigation for that avoidable incident which occurred on the entry into turn 1.
Ammermuller doing enough in the German car to keep the China machine behind for the moment. Ho Ping Tung sitting 14th as they cross the line. Behind them is still Brazil, so the Brazilian car appears undamaged despite the little bit of contact with Great Britain a lap or so ago.
Yeah, it really depends how the contact occurred. It looked as if Danny Watts and Great Britain clearly were the worst to wear for that one. It may just be a bit of side pod contact with the Brazil car, but clearly the front